Hey everyone! Welcome to my channel B&B Glow. After being abducted, Hayes says to Luna, "Please sister, bold and beautiful." As Hayes was taken by unknown attackers, the kidnapping scheme developed with startling vigor, leaving Luna in a panic. When she eventually finds him, she is devastated to see her younger brother, terrified, defenseless, and begging for her safety. His request, "Please, sister, don't let them take me," is more than just a cry for assistance. It demonstrates his faith in her in spite of their family's complex relationships. After struggling with her position within the Forrester family, Luna now has to confront the ultimate test of love and loyalty. Will her own anxieties and insecurities prevent her from stepping up to the plate and saving Hayes? The profound psychological effects of kidnapping are clearly highlighted in this poignant scenario, especially for a young youngster like Hayes. His comments convey the fear of desertion as much as a request for physical safety. Considering the turbulent relationship between his parents, Steffi and Liam, the youngster has already experienced instability in his life, so being separated from his family only serves to reaffirm his worst fears of losing the people he loves. His only hope is now Luna, who has always been a reassuring influence in his life. His remarks have a lasting effect that makes Luna face her own fortitude and perseverance. For other characters, this plotline creates dramatic opportunities. After hearing of her son's abduction, Steffi would surely get enraged and panicked, possibly arguing with Finn about how to handle the situation. Liam, who has always been a watchful father, would disagree with Luna if he feels she did not keep Hayes safe. What about Sheila, whose shadow hangs over every Los Angeles tragedy? Could she be working in the background to manipulate this kidnapping? Luna's future self will be determined by how she handles Hayes' request. She may establish herself in the Forrester household and gain Steffi and Liam's trust in a way she has never had before if she is able to save him. However, the guilt could overwhelm her and cause her to spiral into self-doubt and remorse if she fails or if Hayes is hurt. Luna might also be forced to reconsider her own relationships as a result of this experience, especially with RJ, who is probably going to support her through this crisis. Hayes' 8 words, "Please, sister, don't let them take me," will reverberate long after this particular instance. They bear the burden of a child's naivete, the frailty of familial ties, and the fervent need for deliverance. Fans can anticipate tears, betrayals, and even an unexpected hero stepping up to the plate as the bold and the beautiful digs more into this compelling story. There is no doubt that Hayes' request will make a huge difference. Does Sheila target Luna because of her horrible Hayes stunt? Luna Nozawa is becoming more and more dangerous on Bold and the Beautiful, and Sheila Carter might become enraged by her next move. We'll discuss how their grandmother might respond to Luna's perverse scheme that targets her younger brother, Hayes Forrester. A Bold and the Beautiful dissection of Luna's unsettling scheme against Hayes Finnegan. Last week, Luna became really eerie when she claimed that Steffi Forrester would sympathize with her if she experienced the anguish of a parent being kept away from a kid, which Steffi had already experienced. However, her insane stepdaughter is unaware of that. Luna is currently spying on Hayes while he attends his new art school, Steffi, Finn, and Liam Spencer. I said it was the same set as the previously occupied residence. And it most certainly is. I appreciate that they recognize that the last art school was burned in the wildfires in Los Angeles, so Liam established new one in the beach house where his brother Wyatt Spencer, Darren Brooks, used to reside. As they all drop Hayes off at his art program, Luna is hiding. A week later, Luna goes up to her younger brother Hayes and strikes up a conversation with him, telling him she has something for him. Sheila attacks Luna for wicked Hayes' stunt in Bold and the Beautiful. Luna's bold attempt to entice Hayes away. Luna may therefore be attempting to entice Hayes to accompany her. You know, Hayes could feel comfortable going with Luna if she tells him she's his big sister and that she's Finn's daughter. She appeared prepared to simply take out the gun, shoot Steffi, and be done with it. She has since changed her mind, though. Luna might therefore inform Hayes that his parents have asked her to pick him up from school and keep an eye on him till they return from work. If Luna is able to entice Hayes away from his teacher, parents, and Liam, she may even simply take the child away. Luna has been overly preoccupied with that child ever since she overheard Finn talking to Hayes. Will Grandma protect Hayes from Luna? That's Sheila Carter's outrageous reaction. Pardon me if I'm mistaken, but Luna wants Steffi to understand the suffering of being kept from a kid. But that's what happens when you're confined and unable to reach your kids. She simply doesn't see it, though. Luna is completely blind to it. Sheila, however, is another individual who understands the anguish of being separated from their child because Jack Finnegan, Ted King, essentially coerced Sheila into giving up her parental rights and turning over their son Finn. Then, without telling Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, that she was raising her husband's biological child with someone else, Jack tricked her into adopting Finn. Naturally, Lee adores Finn and views her as his mother. Even though she is not permitted to be their mother or grandmother, Sheila still loves Finn and Hayes. Additionally, I believe Sheila would go all out against Luna if she made any kind of predatory move on Hayes. Beautiful and bold. Does Sheila go crazy? For example, I could imagine Sheila going utterly crazy if Luna abducted Finn's son. Sheila would never permit her grandson Hayes to be in close proximity to his insane sister. Sheila is a huge fan of Luna Bold and the Beautiful, of course. However, Sheila is also aware that her granddaughter is mentally ill. She just shared all of that with Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan. And she is rather worried. Therefore, Luna might turn Grandma Sheila's villain switch back on if she puts Hayes in risk. I could imagine how Sheila would discover that Luna had taken Hayes and immediately begin after Luna in an attempt to locate and rescue Hayes from his insane sister. I mean, it would be crazy if Sheila enlisted Poppy Nozawa to assist in finding Hayes and Luna. Sheila Carter, Hayes Forrester, and Luna Nozawa are bold and beautiful. Possible roles for Poppy and Remy. Are they able to stop Luna's rampage? As we all know, Sheila blames Poppy for Luna's transformation into a crazy and her subsequent double murderous reign of terror. To be honest, Steffi was the victim of a third unsuccessful murder attempt. Sheila firmly believes that Poppy need to make an effort to persuade Luna to relax and move out of town. And Sheila has good reason to insist on this. Therefore, I could picture Sheila making Poppy work hard to find Luna and assist in getting Hayes home safely if Luna abducts her brother. Poppy owes Steffi and Finn at least that much, after all. Of course, Remy Price is also involved in this. He has been spending time with Luna. He is friendly with Sheila, though. Remy might alert Sheila to the fact that Luna is becoming completely unstable and becoming really dangerous. Actually, I think it would be fantastic if Sheila, Poppy, and Remy, the three villains, banded together to prevent Luna from doing something possibly harmful with Hayes while she's attempting to discipline Steffi. Lee would also be out there looking for Luna to save her grandson, you know. The final battle. Will Sheila defend Hayes by eliminating Luna? That tiny crazy person could be in serious trouble if Sheila manages to get hold of Luna. She has only witnessed her grandmother's affectionate side. She has not witnessed Granny Sheila's full-fledged murdering side. Okay, so Luna is a killer. However, Sheila is alone in a class. All bets may be off if Luna takes Finn's child, granddaughter or not. Luna might actually be taken out by Grandma Sheila. I could see Sheila considering the situation and coming to the conclusion that this is a bad idea. However, if Luna were in a body bag, everyone would be safer. You know, I'm sure Sheila would try to get Luna to cease her actions, see reason, and agree to leave Los Angeles and never come back. However, Luna had a fit and refused when Sheila did that the last time. She also had same approach towards Steffi and a gun. And since Luna holds Steffi responsible for all of her issues, including her father Finn's constant rejection of her, we can tell that she is committed to teaching her this karmic lesson. Finn doesn't want Luna in his life because of her own deeds, even though he claimed that she killed 2 men and imprisoned Steffi. It seems more like a buffet of options for who could murder Luna if she abducts Hayes or does him any harm. Of course Steffi would. Steffi would undoubtedly eliminate Luna since, as you know, she stabs Sugar while posing as Sheila. Unless it was an accident or self-defense, Poppy probably wouldn't. Furthermore, Finn doesn't appear likely to murder anyone. However, if Hayes were in danger, I have no doubt that Sheila or Lee would put Luna down like a rabid dog. What will happen to Luna on Bold and the Beautiful after Lisa Yamada leaves? Additionally, it appears that Luna's time on Bold and the Beautiful is coming to an end. Additionally, Lisa Yamada will be leaving Bold for a bit as she concentrates on her new Prime Video series, L. But perhaps permanently, as this could serve as a springboard for something even more significant than soap operas. We will have to wait and see if Sheila ends up taking down Luna, since she might do anything if she learns that her granddaughter is pursuing her grandson, Hayes. Luna has only ever seen the side of Sheila that embraced her and physically threw her arms wide open. When everyone else turned away from her, she informed her that she loved her. Finn moved aside. She was pardoned by Bill Spencer, Don Diamorne, but he later stopped seeing her. Given that she was being blamed for those 2 killings, Poppy's decision to distance herself was quite logical. Despite the fact that she is her grandchild, Lee has never shown any interest in her since she has simply written her off. Therefore, I believe Luna might be taken aback by Sheila's true abilities. She might have heard tales. However, she has never personally experienced it. And she might in the near future. Hayes and Sheila's rage is captured by Luna. According to Bold and the Beautiful forecasts, Sheila Carter will lose it when Luna Nozawa kidnaps Hayes Forrester Finnegan. My predictions include Sheila and Luna, Nick and Rich Forrester, Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, Remy Price and Luna and Hayes. Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful. Will Hayes be abducted by Luna? Luna abducts her brother, Hayes, as per our first forecast. According to this week's spoilers, Hayes and Steffi Forrester are hanging out while Luna lurks and observes using a telephoto lens. Her son appears to be attending summer camp. Luna then goes up to her brother and presents Hayes with a present. Luna recently stated that if Steffi understood what it was like for a parent to be kept from a kid, she might feel differently about keeping Luna from Finn. Perhaps that is the strategy. Hayes is informed by Luna that she has something for him. Is she attempting to entice him away, though? Is this candy? Do you know? Is this a toy? Would Luna inform Hayes that she is his sister, that they must be together, and that they will be meeting their father? That kind of thing. Something to fool the child. Additionally, she might lose it if Hayes claims that he only has one sister, and that is Kelly Spencer. In an attempt to make Steffi and Finn feel as horrible as she does about being without her father, Luna would kidnap Hayes as retaliation for their rejection. Brave spoilers. Does Luna go crazy? In a perverse manner, Luna might believe that her actions are acceptable since they are necessary to express her feelings to Steffi. Despite her insistence that she has no intention of harming her younger brother, Hayes, Luna is merely attempting to show Steffi what it's like. I could absolutely picture Luna justifying it and removing the child without any real intention of hurting him. For example, I doubt Luna would kidnap him and poison him or hurl him off a roof, or anything like. She only wants to express her feelings to Steffi, in my opinion. We'll see if she follows through on this. Predictions for Bold and the Beautiful. Luna kidnaps Sheila Flips and Hayes. Sheila's Fury, a brave and lovely forecast of Luna targeting Hayes. According to our second hypothesis, Sheila feels incensed that Luna is pursuing Hayes. In order to safeguard Steffi, Sheila is clearly frantic to get Luna out of town and out of Los Angeles. Even though she is unable to be in Finn's family's lives, Sheila still cares about them because they are very important to him. Sheila had previously expressed her serious concerns for Steffi's safety to Deacon Sharp. And there will be more information about that soon. However, she might also learn more about her grandson, Hayes, and become quite concerned since, in my opinion, Sheila would become enraged if Luna were to steal Hayes. Given that Sheila entertained Luna and played a significant role in her decision to delay leaving Los Angeles after receiving her pardon, I believe she would be extremely angry with both Luna and herself. Since everyone is now aware that Luna has been hanging out with Sheila, we might also have Finn phone Sheila in the event that Hayes disappears. And since Luna will undoubtedly be the main suspect if anything happens to Hayes, I believe they will contact everyone who might be connected to her in order to find out what occurred if the child does go missing. I believe Sheila will go crazy even if Luna doesn't kidnap him if she even gets the slightest suspicion that she is interested in Hayes. Because that would be Sheila picking Hayes over Luna, I believe she would step in and tell Luna, "You stay away from my grandson, you crazy person." That would likely push Luna even farther over the brink. Which she ought do, given that he is only a young child. However, Luna believes that Finn favored Hayes over her, and now Sheila is doing the same. Therefore, any of those could make Luna further crazier. Nick's retaliation, audacious and gorgeous spoilers on rekindling love with Brooke. Our final prediction is that Ridge will be directly irritated by Nick's success and rekindled romance with Brooke. According to Monday spoilers, Nick unexpectedly shows up at the CEO's office at Forrester Creation, and he and Brooke have an emotional reunion, not Brick and Brooke. Nick is getting started right away on Tuesday. He is in love with Brooke. He gives her a long, passionate kiss. There is a reunion and an intense heart-to-heart conversation. By Wednesday, Ridge is getting pretty annoyed with Nick. Additionally, Ridge told Taylor this week that he simply doesn't like his brother and never will. In an interview with Jack Wagner, he discussed Nick's current level of success and riches and how confident he is. This time around on Bold and the Beautiful, Nick is essentially a whole different man. He is in charge of Maroon shipping. He has enormous money. Additionally, he is quite confident in himself and intentionally pushes Ridge's buttons by pressing and prodding him. Nick believes that Brooke is superior to Ridge and is certain that he deserves better. Given that he's doing so well in life and that he's getting back together with Brooke, I do have a suspicion that Nick will go out of his way to irritate Ridge and irritate his nose. You know, the whole one-man thing. Nick is determined to give her the life that Ridge hasn't given her. Nick has also been with multiple Logans, so his hands aren't exactly clean. Sheila Carter's predictions for Luna Nozawa's Bold and the Beautiful. Brave and lovely forecasts. Brooke uses Nick and Ridge's love to make fun of Taylor. In our fourth prediction, Brooke makes fun of Taylor by saying that both Nick and Ridge are interested in her. Taylor and Ridge are discussing their relationship and Brooke's continued involvement on Tuesday. By Friday, Brooke and Taylor are at odds over Ridge and Nick. Thus, Brooke is being enchanted by Nick. And it's obvious that Ridge will find it annoying. I think Brooke might be making fun of Taylor. Nick is on a quest to win Brooke back and prove to her that Ridge is toxic when he returns to Los Angeles. Given that Nick is after her, Brooke may be feeling quite smug. Furthermore, even if Brooke doesn't genuinely believe Ridge will leave Taylor, we can still witness her tormenting her because she is so envious that Taylor is seeing Ridge. I could also imagine Nick getting involved, putting pressure on Taylor, and telling her, you know, you can have Ridge. He is a waffler. Because he can't treat a lady properly, he will shatter your heart. Interestingly, Torsten K. reiterated in a recent interview that he detests Ridge's treatment of women. He's in agreement with the rest of us, which pleases me. Nick's impression of his brother Ridge is quite negative, and it seems to be accurate. Remy's engagement. Audacious and gorgeous hints on Luna's target. Our fifth and last forecast. Remy might become entangled in Luna's scheme to harm her brother. Remy might so unintentionally or unwittingly assist Luna in her evil scheme involving little Hayes Finnegan. Remy went up at Luna's flat despite having witnessed Luna shooting at Steffi's face in that photo at the shooting range. Therefore, it appears that Remy has not finished his portion of this arc yet. Naturally, we are aware that Lisa Yamada is en route to film her Prime show. There will be a significant event that will result in her being sent back to prison in a body bag on the lam. We shall see. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful. Does Remy assist Luna? Luna might deceive Remy into assisting her if she does end up snatching the child. Perhaps she asks him to wait in the car while she conducts an errand, but then Luna shoos the child into the trunk and yells, "Drive." Or she has Hayes at her apartment and arranges for Remy to watch him while she prepares her alibi. If Luna believes the police are after her, she might take Hayes to Remy's house to hide him. Remy is a pervert and trash, you know. However, he is not a homicidal maniac as Luna is. Remy might allow Luna to mislead him, but I'm not sure if it would be homicidally wrong. We shall see. If Luna manages to fool Remy into unintentionally supporting her crazy scheme involving Hayes, he might be truly incensed. Alternatively, Remy might be so incredibly insane that he will find it amusing. During his chats with Luna, he appeared to be rather normal, but we also know that he has a dark and twisted side.